Hey everyone, today we're doing a Vinyasa flow. We're going to start off a little bit slower and then move to more fast-paced movements as we get comfortable with the movements. This is just kind of fun to get your body moving, to feel your breath, feel your unique energy, and explore your aura and how you could kind of entangle your aura with your breath, with your movement, as if you haven't already been doing that. But this is just a fun way to go about this in this particular flow. We're gonna be stretching your entire body as well, so obviously that's great. You don't need anything for this flow, maybe just a pillow for your knees if they're feeling sensitive today. But that's it, let's get started. All right, we're gonna get started at the top of your mat. Inhale, raise your hands up and into the sun. And exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees as much as you need to for your fingertips to graze the ground. Look forward, inhale. Exhale, tuck your chin to your chest. And then start to hunch your back, reaching your nose for your knees. Look forward. Tuck your chin into your chest. Roll your nose to your knees. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Bend your knees as much as you need to for your palms to be on the ground. Step back, plank position. Similar spinal rolls. Hips ripple up to the sun. And chin to your chest. Ripple forward. And back. And forward. One more, really nice and slow. Beautiful, ripple forward, hips lowering to hover over the mat. Upward facing dog. Ripple your hips up, spine following. Chest finally at last. One more, ripple forward. Hips lowering. And you're finally in upward dog. Engage your glutes. Inhale. Exhale, ripple back. In your downward dog, press your ankles into the ground. And then draw a line from the soil to the sun with your right toes. Take a moment to breathe here, feeling that beautiful extension. As you exhale, tuck your knee to your chest, draw a line through center. And step your right foot in between your palms. Lower your left knee. Pull your right hip back, left hip forward, and just twist into your right side. 2 deep breaths here. Though we are moving slow, the nature of the movements will cause you to sweat a little bit and absolutely work your muscles, moving your energy through your body. Inhale. And exhale, bend your left knee, taking hold perhaps of the top of your left foot. It's okay if you can't reach. You could grab a strap, a scarf, or just use the strength of your glutes to hold yourself here. Inhale. And exhale, lower your left toes to the ground, tucking your left toes under. Press both palms into the ground and then into your tabletop with your right leg extended behind you. Inhale. Drawing line higher, higher, higher with your right toes. Engage your glutes, engage your core, and then bend your right knee to your nose. Draw a line to your left wrist with your right ankle, your right knee to your right wrist. Pigeon pose. It's okay if your right ankle is closer to your hip. I just want you to feel this stretch. Raise your hands up, inhale. And exhale, comb through your aura like you're getting rid of any knots that have acquired. Inhale. And exhale. Shake your hands out, getting rid of those knots. Bend your left knee. Again, perhaps taking hold of the top of your foot. Otherwise, use a strap, scarf, or use the strength of your left thigh to keep your left toes towards you. 2 deep breaths here. Exhale, release your left toes. Then you're just going to walk your hands forward into sleeping pigeon just for 2 breaths. Exhale and walk your fingertips back. Tuck your right toes in towards you. Step back, 3-legged downward facing dog. Draw a line to the soil and back to the sun. 2 more. Really engaging your core here, engage your glutes, pushing further into the clouds with your right toes as they reach their highest point, the highest point you could get them to. Then lower your right toes to the ground, ripple your hips forward. Plank, lowering your hips, upward facing dog. 2 more at your own pace. If you feel like you have a lot of energy, you want to tire out, you can do this more swiftly and still controlled. Otherwise, we're going very nice and slow. Beautiful. Maybe tempting a 1 foot in your upward facing dog. Engage your glutes, coming onto your left foot, crossing your right foot over your left. Inhale. Exhale slowly back into your downward facing dog. Raise your left toes up and into the sun. Take a moment here, feeling this extension, this beautiful line of energy from a place of grounding, of rooting, to a place of energy, pure energy, and sensation. Beautiful. Draw a line through center, stepping your left foot in between your palms, lowering your right knee. Left hip back, right hip forward. And then just twist into your left side. Breathing into the space where you feel the stretch. And then maybe bending your right knee, drawing a line up, perhaps taking hold of the top of your foot. Again, no worries if you are not feeling that today. 3 deep breaths. Slowly release your right toes to the ground, flexing them. All 10 fingers towards the inside of your left foot. Step back, tabletop position, extending your left toes behind you. Draw a line high to the sky, pulling your belly button in, engage your glutes. Really feel that extension of your foot. Just feel that beautiful. And then tuck your knee to your nose, pulling in your belly button. Draw a line with your left knee to your left wrist, your left ankle to your right wrist. I know I'm going very slow. That is how you can feel every muscle working. Pigeon pose. Breathe. Beautiful. Again, perhaps bending your right knee, pulling it towards wherever that level of comfort is for you to feel the stretch. Otherwise, using the strength of your leg, this one's a little bit more difficult, but that is a good challenge. Just holding it here. And we're going to take 3 deep breaths, just feeling the stretch. Engage your core here. Release your right toes. Walk your fingertips forward to rest on your forearms. 3 deep breaths in resting pigeon. Place your fingertips on the mat. Engage your core, tuck your right toes, draw your left knee in towards you, and extend your left toes high into the sky. Beautiful. Lower your left toes onto the mat, ripple your body forward, plank, hips low, upward dog. This time we're gonna hang out here, lower your thighs. If upward dog is too much to stay in, you're going to lower onto your forearms and just breathe here. Wherever you are today, engage your glutes, roll your shoulders down and away from your heart, and breathe. As much as movement feels good, lower onto your belly, onto your forearms, low cobra pose, bend your knees. Movement, quick movement is a great way to easily sweat. However, slow movement, controlled movement is how you truly tone your muscles, your tissues, and your mind. Because slow movement is not only a physical sort of game or battle or exploration, it's really mental. You have to allow yourself to feel every sensation as you move, not just go from one movement to another to another. Lower your toes, tuck them, place your hands near your chest, guide yourself up into your plank, downward dog. Right toes up high into the sky, extending long, inhale. And exhale, bend your knee, draw a line through center, step forward, lowering your left knee. Twist into your right side, low lunge, pulling your right hip back, left hip forward. 2 deep breaths. Exhale, bend your left knee, perhaps taking hold of the top of your foot, and then look forward. You'll feel a deeper stretch in your left toe as if you look forward. Release your left toes, all 10 fingers on the inside of your right foot. Tabletop position with your right foot extended behind you. Adjust yourself as needed. Draw a line up high into the sun. Exploring your back flexibility, the strength of your core, the strength of your glutes. And then tuck your right knee into your nose. Draw a line over to the right with your right knee, over to the left, to your left wrist. My throat is so dry today. Inhale, look forward. Exhale. Inhale, sit a little bit taller. Remain here or bend your left knee. Beautiful. We're gonna stay wherever you are with your foot or not for 2 deep breaths. Slowly hinge forward, still holding onto your foot if you have it, for a deep sleeping pigeon stretch. 3 deep breaths. You're gonna have to use your core here if you have both of your hands holding onto your foot. Slowly release your foot, coming back to center. Place your hands in front of your right shin, tuck your left. Draw a line up through center, 3-legged dog with your right in the air. Place your right ankle on top of your left, ripple forward, spinal roll into your upward facing dog. engage your glutes. Inhale, look up to the sun, feeling its warmth, its security, its passion, and then tuck your chin into your chest, using your core. Downward dog. Place your right toes on the ground, reach your left high. Claw the mat with your fingertips, extending and sliding your shoulders towards your ears. Then bend your left knee to your nose. Step your left foot in between your hands, lowering your right. Low lunge. Left hip back, right hip forward. Twist into your right side, your left side. Maybe bend your right knee, taking hold of the top with your hand or with a strap, and then look forward rather than twisting, feeling this deeper stretch. Beautiful. All 10 fingers on the inside of your left foot. Tuck your right toes under. Tabletop position. Adjust your hands and feet. And extend your left leg behind you. Engage your core. Pulling your belly button in. Cinching your rib cage together. Drawing line up to the clouds with your left toes. Inhale. Exhale. Knee to nose. Draw a line to the left with your left knee. Right with your left ankle. And then sit back. Pigeon pose. Remain high here. Pull your belly button in to avoid what's called doming, using your deepest, internal most abdominal muscles. Bend your right knee, perhaps taking hold of the top of your right foot. And I keep saying perhaps because sometimes, even if you just did it, your body doesn't feel like doing it again. So that's totally okay. Again, pull your belly button in, cinch your rib cage together. You're gonna take 3 deep breaths. Exhale. Again, if you're holding onto your foot, you're gonna hold it with both hands, or one. It's totally fine with just one. Use your core to hinge forward. 3 breaths. Guide yourself back up. And this time you're going to slide your right knee to meet your left. Cross your ankles and roll onto your back. Rock from side to side. And then press your feet into the mat. Clasp your hands behind your head. And you're gonna raise your hips up and into the sky. Really pulling your belly button up to the clouds. And then lower down. Bend your right knee over your left, twist over to the left. Back to center. Both feet into the ground. Press your hips up. Lower down. Left knee over the right, twist over. Back to center. Hips up. Lower, right knee over left and twist. This time you could unclasp your hands, place them on your belly. Last one, hips up. Lower. Left knee over right and twist. back to center. Now, we're going to come into a full wheel pose. We warmed up a lot with our spinal ripples and our upward facing dogs. But if you're uncomfortable with doing a full wheel, you're going to just stay in your bridge pose like this. If you'd like to try, you're going to place your hands framing your ears. Just as we did in glute bridge, you're going to ripple your hips up to the sun until only your neck remains. Pressing your fingertips into the ground, guide your head off of the mat. And beautiful. Really pull your heart in between your hands. And engage your glutes. 2 breaths. Tuck your chin into your chest. Come onto your tippy toes and guide yourself slowly, slowly, slowly back onto the mat. Onto your back. Stay on your tippy toes, however. You're gonna raise your hips off the ground, pelvis, middle back, and then chest. And then ripple back down, chest, middle back, pelvis. 1 more. Beautiful. Come onto your right side. Guide yourself up to sit. And back. Inhale. Raise your hands up and into the sun. Exhale, fold forward. Take hold of your right ankle. And then use your core to guide. Draw a line up with your right toes. Take hold of the outside of your right foot with your left hand and twist. Maybe coming onto your forearm, if that is available to you. You might feel the stretch in your IT band already, all right here. Maybe you'd like to twist a touch more. We're gonna come back up onto your right palm, both hands on your ankle and down. Let's repeat. Draw a line up, twist, perhaps drawing over to the left with your right foot. Inhale. Exhale back to center. Onto your palm, holding your ankle down. 1 more time at your own pace. Once you reach the top, you're going to keep hold of your foot. It's okay if your knee is bent. Just feeling the stretch in your right calf, right hamstring. And then pull your knee close, 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 as close as you can, even if it's bent towards your knee, your nose. And then cross your right knee over your left. Bend your left knee, perhaps taking it close to your right hip. And you're going to wrap your left arm around your right knee. Twist into your right side and breathe. There's a variation of this if you'd like to try, where you wrap your left arm around or sort of in between your right knee and your left quad calf, twisting deeply here. Two deep breaths. As you exhale, slowly come back to center. Unravel your legs, extend them forward. Inhale, raise your hands high. Exhale, fold. Wrap your hands around your left ankle, using your core, guiding yourself to sit tall, perhaps bending your knee here, totally okay. Take hold of the outside of your left foot, reach your left hand behind you, twisting deeply. Feeling that beautiful stretch in your IT band, that sort of river of energy begin to flow down that line. And then maybe coming onto your left forearm, if that's not enough. Exhale, come onto your palm, both hands wrapping your ankle, and fold. We're gonna do 2 more. This time at your own pace, coming through center and then twisting and then back. This is kind of a weird mix between active stretching and passive stretching, where I just want you to engage your core and just feel your body move, even if it's just for a little bit, even if that stretch isn't very long. We're all going to meet with your left leg extended high, knees bent or straighten, and pull your knee to your nose. Bend your left knee, left ankle over right knee, bend your right knee. And we're going to twist. Maybe wrapping your right arm around your right knee, twisting into your left, or taking your right hand underneath your right knee, reaching and wrapping around your body with your left. 3 deep breaths here. Exhale, release your clasped hands. Slowly come back to center. Extend your left leg out to the left, your right leg out to the right. Split pose, middle split. Bring your hips in between. So place your hands on the inside of your thighs and just pull your hips forward. Doesn't matter where really your split lies. Your ankles can be a lot closer than mine. And that's beautiful. I just want you to feel a stretch in your inner thighs. So however you get there, take a deep breath in and exhale. If you prefer, you can do a wide-legged forward fold instead, sliding your legs out, 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 until you feel that stretch in your middle thigh, your inner thigh. If you are seated, however, you're gonna take a deep breath in, raise your hands, and exhale, fold forward, really kind of clawing your way forward. Inhale. Exhale, slowly come back to center. Reach your hands out into a T position and then tilt over to your right, raising your left hand. Opening through your heart, breathing into the space where you feel the stretch. Slowly come back to center and switch sides. Maybe looking down if your neck is feeling tired. And slowly back to center. Bend your knees, ankles in towards one another. You're gonna clasp your hands behind your head and then tuck your chin into your chest, ripple your spine until you're looking down at your toes, jawline up from the soil, head first, then your heart, then your ribs, then your belly button. One more. We're gonna do one last one. I just want you to see and feel this ripple in your spine. Beautiful. Take your clasped hands and push your elbows away from your ears, lowering your shoulders until you feel a tension in between your shoulder blades, kind of massaging out your traps a little bit with the strength of your shoulders. With this tension, you're going to bring your shoulder blades in and up towards your neck and lower them. Slide them upwards and back down. 2 more. Imagine that you're ironing out wrinkles in your back. Last one. And slowly unclasp your hands, roll your shoulders up to your ears, down your back. And I'm just going to show you my back so it kind of gives you a visual of how the sensation will feel. Reach your right arm to the side, pulling your right thumb towards your left. And now place your right palm near or on the ground to your left, pressing your left knee away from you. Beautiful. And just feel this stretch in your back here. Keep your right shoulder involved. Use your core to lift your right palm. Draw a half circle over to your right side, taking your left hand in your right, and this time twisting to your right side with your left thumb towards your back. Guide your left hand to the ground, touching or not. Keeping your left shoulder involved. Feel this stretch in your left. So you're kind of pushing your left palm into the ground while pushing your left back, your left lat and traps away from you. One more breath. Exhale, slowly come back to center. Sit tall. And we're just going to brush out our aura before we go about our day. Inhale, raise your hands up and into the sky, fingers spread. Rake through your aura as you exhale. Brushing out any knots. And back up. And down. I'm not going to identify what these knots could be because I'm sure you have an idea. Even if you don't have an idea, let's not name anything. If we name something, it becomes materialized. It begins to exist in our world. So it's just knots. The same goes for symptoms and diseases in our body. The quicker we are to name them or identify them, well, yes, of course, we do need to eventually. However, when we're doing energy work, try your best to distance yourself from naming your symptoms, naming your diseases, naming your emotions. One more time. Rake it out one last time. And then shake your hands like you have hair in your brush and you're just getting rid of those strands, those loose strands. They're dissolving in the air. They're being recycled into positive energy. They're being used by the plants around you to grow. They're being recycled in through your nose, just as a plant does from carbon dioxide to oxygen. Okay, except they use carbon dioxide. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Thank your body for moving today. And I thank you so much for joining me today. If you like flows like this, longer flows, fun flows, please let me know in the comments. Share this with someone who might enjoy this. And please subscribe to my channel so I know you want me to make more videos. And let me know what you'd like to see in the comments. I'll see you soon. Bye.